there are cash grabs, there are bandit beaters, there's Project Mugetsu, and then there's Wisteria 2, which I classify as a Ponzi scheme. And if you don't know what that is, here you go. Now, the reason I'm calling this game a Ponzi scheme is because the game was clearly not ready for release. I genuinely think the game needed about 6 months to a year worth of more development. Argue with me if you wish, but I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that. Now, there are a lot of good things about Wisteria 2. For example, the breathing styles. That's probably the only good thing about it, to be honest. The SFX artist for that did a really good job. Honestly, hands off, all the breathing styles look amazing, genuinely. But that's about as far as I can go when it comes to the good things about this game. Now, getting into the game is one thing. You only get one slot and it costs 200 Robux to get another slot. First of all, why does it cost more than Deepwoken? And at least in Deepwoken, if I want to get rid of the character because I messed up my build, I'm just going to wipe it and start all over again. With this game, if I kind of want to wipe my slot, I need to pay Robux to actually do that. Good thing it's a free game because you can make an alt account and just play. But again, I do think that is a bit silly because some people don't like playing on alt accounts. Why do I have to pay 200 Robux for another slot? Most games give us 2 to 3 slots for free before forcing people to spend Robux on extra slots. And as well as that, the clan and roll system. You only get free spins for free, and yes, you can spam this by making alt accounts, but again, most people don't want to play on the alt accounts. And if you want to buy more spins, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. Now, the testers did call the developers out on this because before 50 spins was 2,150 Robux, which is a lot, and they reduced it to just over 1,000 Robux. Which is still a lot for only 50 spins, but at least it's not 2,000 Robux. And to be honest, that's the only spins that's worth the amount of money you're spending, because you only 10 spins is 450 Robux, which means instead of spending 5 in order to get 400 Robux, you have to spend 10 to get 800 Robux so that you can actually spin. It's genuinely not worth it. And there is no character customization, and most of the clans, including the ones you guys are spending 0.1% for, actually don't do anything. Yes, clans on the most part don't do anything. There are some clans that do, but most of them do not do anything. It's there for show. There's no way of actually checking what clans do unless you go on the Trello, and a lot of the clans don't have information on them. Again, it's there for show. And it's just as bad if you become a demon. When you become a demon, this is what your clans do. You have the 40% one that gives you basic humanoid, changes your skin color, eyes, and you get a horn, which is most likely what you're gonna get when you load into the game. You have the 30% one that allows you to become larger and somewhat stronger, and you have the 15% one, you become shorter and faster, which is probably the only one that's even worth it. Then you have 10%, you gain a gas aura, and then you have the rarest one, you can now crawl. Why is the rarest clan giving you the ability to crawl? It gives you no benefits. Literally, these two, if not the one you become faster, is the only useful one in the game. Genuinely. And as a demon, you can run around in the sun. And then if you look at the clans in the game, the rarest clans in the game don't actually give you anything. There's no stats for these. Uzui allows you to double jump, and you get a little buff on war jumps and poison resistance. Nothing even deals poison. Well, there is poison in the game. Rengoku gives you an ability, set your heart ablaze. When you're low HP, your heart gains a blaze and increases your damage for a short amount of time. But Rengoku and Uzui are the only things that actually give you anything in this game. So there's a bunch of clans for auto dodges. There's a bunch of clans in the game, and only 3 of them actually give you perks. The mythicals and the legendaries don't give you anything. Honestly, they're making you spend money to spin for your favorite clans, because most people are going to be aiming for Kamudo and this whatever it's called because they're mythicals, and they don't give anything. Why release the game when the clans that people are going to want to spin for don't give anything? Demons don't have blood demon arts in the game. There are no blood demon arts. Why would you release a Demon Slayer game and demons don't have blood demon arts. It's not Demon Slayer, it's Slayer apparently. There's no content in this game. And let's move on to that. Now, progressing through the game is somewhat easy in the early stages. You can get to level 5 pretty quickly, and then it gives you your options to what breathing you want to pick. Also, it shows you where to get your sword, and as well as that, it shows you how to become a demon. The game gives you the option to choose what path you want to go down as soon as you get to level 5. Now, once you get your breathing, you get 1 or 2 abilities essentially for free. Leveling up isn't that hard, but once you go through the main story quest, you're gonna reach a point where you actually can't progress anymore, for Slayers at least. The name of the quest is the Collecting Skins quest. There are 3 parts to this quest that I know of. The first part of the quest asks you to get 5 skins, and if you go behind Muzan, there is a cave there, and there will be a bunch of demons down there, and you can collect the 5 skins with no problem. However, the second part of the quest is where the issue comes. The second part of the quest is locked behind these blood demon wars that are in the game for virtually no reason other than to stop you from completing the mission. Now, I was in Ghost in the Cosmos' stream, and since everybody that I know is stuck on the exact same mission, we were watching his stream because he was a tester for a long time, so we thought he knew what to do.
We walk to the side of the orbs and then hold F. Like, it doesn't guard break. Nothing it does guard breaks.
This person is so stupid. I'm actually so mad now. Oh my gosh. Why did you have to... Y'all remember that jailbreak glitch where you could phase through walls?
Exhibit A on why this game should have started off with private servers. Like what Stereo 1 had.
Servers now. This is actually... I'm actually pissed off.
Unlucky.
Alright, I got the Kyodina now. Flesh samples, and this is easy. You know why? Because I know where they spawn, chat. It's not actually a guaranteed spawn, by the way, but I know where to look. So first place we're gonna look is a cave near this ramp right here.
Twenty minutes later.
Updated yet will ping first shutdown. Yeah, okay. You know what? I think chat we continue this tomorrow, bro. Take a break real quick because I've been on the whole. I barely even slept today because I've been trying to get.
Ghost ran around the map for 20 minutes before deciding it's time to go to bed and that quote-unquote the game is bugged, when this is clearly a gameplay designed to keep players in the game for longer than they need to be. Ghost specifically said the demon he is looking for can spawn anywhere around this big map. There's no set spawn for this demon, and the demon can only spawn at night, so if you miss the night cycle in this big ass map, you have to wait again until it's nighttime just to look for the demon that might have not even spawned in the game. There's no guarantee that the demon is even going to spawn, and there is no set spawn, so you're running around the map aimlessly for a chance that the demon will spawn, and you have to do this 2 times. That is a gimmick to get people to run around and play the game longer than they need to. Stop forcing me to play the game. Give me the choice of wanting to play the game. That is quite literally a Ponzi scheme, because after you finish these sets of quests is when you go on to the final selection and you can finally get your Nichiren. And also, guess what? You can't train your breathing until after you complete final selection. So you're stuck having to hold the E key in order to breathe and use your abilities. Technically, what seems like forever. Ran around the map for 4 hours looking for a demon that has no chance of spawning in. And you may think, hey, that sounds pretty terrible. I'm just gonna become a demon. Well, not only do you have no blood demon art, first of all, you have the same set of tedious quests on your main story mission. This game is clearly unfinished. They made sure that you have to do long, tedious quests that have a minimum chance or have a chance of being completed, because it's not guaranteed that you're going to complete these quests, in order for you to be stuck in the early stages of the game, so it can seem like the game has more content than it actually does. Because after final selection, that's all the content that is in the game, aka every single Demon Slayer game to come out on Roblox. There's never content pushed on release, and this is probably the worst of them. because there's actually no content on the game. Again, if you go on the Trello, there's literally nothing here. There's literally a gaps in between sections of the game. There's no items in the game except for the scarf, and there's no blood demon arts. Again, this was added 6 hours ago, which means during the game's maintenance is when they were literally creating the Trello. The Trello was an afterthought. The Trello was created during the game's maintenance before the game released. The bug fixes were happening 2 hours into when the game was meant to release. Why was this game that's been in development for quite a bit now leave things like Trello and bug fixes to be fixed the day of the release? That doesn't make any sense. And I understand a lot of developers work hard, and I don't think any game deserves to die because that is that developer's source of income. However, Wisteria 2 is genuinely a Ponzi scheme. The game wasn't ready to be released, and I'm pretty sure the developers knew that, but they released it anyway. There was no reason for this game to be released this early. And you guys are going to be in the comment section saying, Axe, you're being mean and critical again. But this game has high-priced game passes for a game that's not even 15% complete. You can't charge me $20 for spins when what I'm spinning for isn't even implemented into the game. That's literally scamming. That is scamming. This is a Ponzi scheme. That's all to the video. That's all to the video. There's nothing else to say. Wisteria 2, close the game down and fix the issue. Do what Pixel Piece did. Revamp the game.